In this video, I'm going to show you how to add white vignette in Photoshop. So the first thing you want to do is select your layer that you'd like to add your vignette to. In my case, it's just a background, and for you to see better, it's only a black background, but you can apply this to any image you'd like. So the first thing you want to do is click on it, and then right-click, convert to smart object. Therefore, any filters, edits, and effects added to this layer will be editable again and can be removed at any time. Then what you want to do is go up here to filter, click on camera raw filter, and now there are two ways to go about this. So the first one is a little more straightforward, and the second one gives you a lot more control and more options to play with. So the first one would be under effects over here. Just click on effects, and then you can see vignetting. So if I go to the left, the vignette becomes dark, so black, and you can see it right now since the background is black. But if you go to the right, that's what we want right now. So this is a whitish, so a white vignette, and you can also play with a midpoint. As you can see, the midpoint can be very in the middle or just at the edges. Okay, so you can play around with that, and then with roundness, so you can change how round you want it to be. If you want it to be more of a square, you slide to the left, and if you want it to be more of a circle, you slide to the right. And then you can play with the feather. Feather kind of gives it smoothness, so if you go all the way to the left, as you can see, it's not smooth at all. It's actually pretty much a black ellipse. But if you go all the way to the right, as you can see, it becomes very smooth. Okay, so this is the first option that we've got over here. I'm going to cancel now so I can show the second option as well. So the second option is pretty much the same under the same tab, filter, camera raw filter. But this time you click up here to where you can make a mask. So you have to select a new mask. So in this case, we want a radial gradient. You click on this, and then you can add a new mask. Okay, so now mask overlay color will be set to white. Okay, so you have to put brightness all the way to the right and then find the white color on here. That's what I just did, as you can see. Now you have to create a mask on your image, so you just click and drag, and as you can see, I've created a mask over here and moved it all the way to the middle. And now once you've done this, you have to press invert over here, so it inverts. As you can see, it inverted, and inside the mask, there's where we're not getting the vignette, and the vignette is all around it. Now, you can play with many things over here, okay? You can play with the feather. As you can see, it's pretty much the same effect as we've had earlier, okay? All the way to the left, there's no smoothness at all. All the way to the right, there's pretty much as much smoothness as there can be. Then, we've got more settings down here. We scroll down here, you can play with exposure. As you can see, it doesn't do much since it's not an actual image. In my case, it's just a black background for me. And then you can play with the contrast as well, okay? And you have highlights, shadows, whites, and blacks. Again, in my case, it's not going to do much since I only have a black background, but you can play around it and you'll see what happens. And yeah, those are the methods of creating vignettes in Photoshop, and I hope this helps you out.